Welcome to the August 2020 edition of Monthly GST Bulletin, where we bring you all the GST updates, information and news that took place during the previous month. This bulletin has 5 segments, and to navigate easily, the time slots, that is the reference point in this video, are mentioned for your help. Notification segment, GST Monthly News, GST Calendar for August 2020, and news that got views on social media, along with the GST collection update. Let's start with our first segment, Notification segment. During this month, CBIC has issued 4 notifications of central tax in August 2020. Let's have a look on each of them one by one. Notification number 61/2020 Central Tax dated 30th July 2020. Through this notification, certain changes have been made regarding e-invoicing. First, the turnover threshold limit for issuing e-invoice has been increased from Rs 100 crore to Rs 500 crores. That means only those with above Rs 500 crore turnover are now required to issue e-invoice from 1st October 2020. Second, e-invoicing shall not apply to SEZ units, which means that SEZ units are exempt from issue of e-invoice. Notification number 60/2020 Central Tax dated 30th July 2020. Through this notification, central government has introduced new format or schema for e-invoice. The existing form GST INV01 is replaced by a new form GST INV1. The link of the new format is shared in the description box. Notification number 59/2020 Central Tax dated 13 July 2020. This notification says that the date of filing GSTR4 for financial year 1920 has been extended from 15 July 2020 to 31st August 2020. GSTR4 is the annual return to be filed by taxpayer who have opted composition scheme. Notification number 58/2020 Central Tax dated 1st July 2020. This notification amends Rule 67A of CGST Rule 2017, whereby return filing through SMS facility has been introduced for nil GSTR1 returns also, along with earlier introduced nil GSTR3B returns. It is to be noted that a return shall have nil or no entry in all the tables to be considered as nil returns. For filing nil GSTR1, SMS is to be sent to number 14409 in the format as shown on the screen. A 6-digit OTP shall be received, which would be used to send another SMS to the same number for confirming and completing the return filing process. For quarterly GSTR1 filing, the format is same. Just in the month digits, you would be required to mention the last month of the quarter. As in this case, 06 of June month is mentioned for April to June quarter. The next segment is GST News. The first news is that government is planning to rejig and improve its existing GST return filing system rather than going ahead with the proposed new return filing system. This is an important news as the new return filing system was awaited and was about to start from 1st October 2020, but government has now decided to junk it. A new form GSTR2B shall be introduced, which would have purchase details like GSTR2A, but with some added input tax credit details. We would know more about it when GSTR2B format is released by CBIC. GSTR1 shall also carry more comprehensive and additional details, and GSTR3B is likely to be auto-populated. We eagerly wait to hear more regarding these changes from CBIC and hope they would make the life of taxpayers and tax professionals somewhat easy. Moving on to the next news. For all cut and polished diamonds, government has granted 3 months extension for re-import of these without payment of basic custom duty and IGST. In case these cut and polished diamonds were to be re-imported back between 1st February 2020 to 31st July 2020. This facility shall be available for exporters with average annual export turnover of rupees 5 crores in last 3 years. Next news of this segment is that central government has released GST compensation of rupees 13,806 crores to states for the month of March 2020. Total compensation for financial year 1920 has been rupees 1,65,302 crores. This was informed by the press release from Ministry of Finance dated 27th July 2020. After this, entire compensation for financial year 1920 has been released from central governments to the states. Press release also informed that cess collected during financial year 1920 was rupees 95,444 crores. Premier Body of Indirect Taxes CBIC and Direct Tax Body of CBDT has signed a MOU on 21st July 2020 for bilateral exchange of data and information. This is an important step and is being viewed as a new era of cooperation and synergy between the two organizations. This would facilitate sharing of information from their respective databases. The data shall be shared on regular as well as on spontaneous basis. A data exchange steering group shall be constituted for the purpose. GST e-invoicing scheme commences from 1st October 2020. As discussed earlier in the notification segment, that turnover threshold limit has been increased from rupees 100 crores to rupees 500 crores. Therefore, now taxpayers with turnover more than rupees 500 crores will generate e-invoice on a centralized government portal from 1st October 2020. GST dates for August 2020. These are the GST dates which you need to mark your August 2020 monthly calendar with. Various GST compliances lined up for the month are mentioned in the table along with their due dates. You can also take a screenshot. It is also to be noted that the window for filing old pending GSTR 3B returns for period from July 17 to January 20 is already open from 1st July 2020 and would be till 30th September 2020. Late fees for 3B returns from July 17 to July 2020 has been reduced to nil for nil returns and rupees 500 per returns for returns with tax liability, provided these returns are filed up to 30th September 2020. If you have any pending GSTR 3B return, then kindly avail the window. The next segment is news that got views on social media. Last month, a news regarding GST was quoted by most of the leading newspapers that alcohol-based hand sanitizers are to be taxed at 18% GST as per a ruling by Advanced Authority. This ruling came in respect of Goa-based hand sanitizer maker who contended that his product should be taxed at 12% as it is covered under medicine category. A huge outrage was there regarding it on this social media that in times of corona pandemic, hand sanitizer, which is undoubtedly an essential commodity, is being taxed by government at 18% GST. A big segment expressed surprise and demanded that in current scenario, hand sanitizers should be exempted from GST in view of its essential nature. Even CPIM leader Sitaram Yechuri tweeted and demanded that Modi government should immediately exempt all taxes on sanitizers and other items which are essential to save human lives. After taking a note of these media reports, Ministry of Finance released a press note explaining the reason of hand sanitizers being taxed at 18%. The government said that sanitizers are disinfectants like soap, antibacterial liquids or Dettol etc., which are also taxed at standard rate of 18% GST. Through press note, it was also explained that inputs such as chemical for manufacturing hand sanitizers, packing materials and input services are also taxed at 18%. Therefore, reducing GST rate on the product would result in inverted duty structure, which would put the domestic manufacturers at disadvantage as compared to importers, because lower GST rate would make import cheaper. Eventually, consumers would also not benefit from lower GST rates, and it would also be against the Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme of government. So, the government justified 18% GST rate for alcohol-based hand sanitizers. The next segment is GST collections. Government has released the July 2020 collections via press release from Finance Ministry dated 1st August 2020. Rupees 87,422 crores are the gross GST revenue collected in July 2020. As we can see that figures of this month collections are slightly less than the collections of June 2020, and 1 lakh crore monthly target is still at a far distance. COVID pandemic and business slowdown are still impacting the business and the eventual GST collections. The comparison with previous year figures show an obvious downward trend, but the good news is that the collections are improving. Signs are looking promising, and we are moving towards the revival. So this is all we have in this edition of Monthly GST Bulletin. We'll be back next month with new set of GST monthly updates. Make sure you don't miss them by subscribing to our channel Tax Pyramid, and also make sure you did click the bell icon. You can also visit www.gstsiteindia.com for other tax related updates. Thank you.